Hey guys, welcome to the SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and it is that time of week again. It is time to go racing Miatas again. I believe this is our third week. Yep, week 3, and we are going to be racing at Brands Hatch Indy Layout. So this is going to be another, I believe, 20-minute event. We have 40 minutes before the event starts. So let's register for the race. As always, we're going to be going with the number 56 livery because I think that looks the coolest. And we are going to spend some time practicing before this event. And so far, already 14 people signed up, a good 45 minutes before the race is going to begin. So thanks guys who are turning out for the race. I heard a few people from Gamer Muscle's stream are going to be joining as well. So that should be exciting as well. Also, I wanted to experiment with the setup market. A few people have talked about the setup market for Assetto Corsa and how it is able to really sort of provide you with good setups. So I wanted to try that out. I wanted to see if we could get a good setup from the setup market and be competitive. So let's go to Brands Hatch. This will be the Brands Hatch Indy layout. Yes, Norman, you will need to install Sim Racing System to compete in this event. I do not have a link in the description right now, but if you go to www.simracingsystem.com, sign up, and download the app from the forums, then you should be able to find it just fine. Unfortunately, though, it seems like at times they do need to improve their turnover time for approving memberships. It is freeware, but you might not be able to make this race, unfortunately. That'd be my only concern if you are just signing up for Sim Racing System now. Sometimes they are a little notorious for being a little on the slower side. So, first off, I want to turn a few laps with the Mazda MX-5 Cup with the bone stock setup. I want to turn a few laps that way, see how the car feels, how it performs, and then we will modify the setup. Actually, we'll go into the setup market and we will see how to improve the setup. First, though, I realize my SimEQ profile is not correct. It's still stuck on R Factor 2, so let's go to Assetto Corsa. And then, also, I need to remap the shifter. So let's do that real quick. We'll use the Heusinkveld engineering shifter with the clutch, and that is how we are going to drive this car. Turn off display capture, leave game capture on. Okay, we should be good to go. Hopefully everyone is having a good middle of the week so far. So far things are going well. My sister and brother-in-law are visiting this weekend, so I might not be able to do as much streaming this weekend. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. So let's get a feeling for the performance of this car. Always enjoy this Miata. Very neutral handling. It's simple to get an idea on how a car feels. Get an idea on the balance and everything. So that's one of the reasons I enjoyed this car, and I'm liking having it in my racing series. So attack that curb right there. This part always catches me off guard though, so I'm going to likely lose a lot of ground in this corner area. Need to learn to improve that section. Which, that's what practice is for, guys. Might be able to stay in 4th gear for this first corner. Yeah, we lose a lot of ground, I think. We'll see how it is next lap. And I'm thinking stay in 3rd for this turn. So we're getting a feel for the track, for the car's behavior. So far, so good. A little oversteer right there. Trail brake a little bit, flip that apex, get the drive off, get the momentum. There we go. That's a lap around Brands Hatch Indy in about 57 seconds.
That last lap was a 57.2. You're less than a tenth off your best.
Okay. Again, let's take this in third gear this corner. Grab that low end torque and drive out. Trail brake a little bit. Little sliding there. But the car feels pretty good even stopped.
Time is good. Take it easy, you've got cold tires.
And yes, you are hearing Crew Chief in the background. I'm really enjoying the plugin, so thanks to everyone who's been recommending it for me. It really does work quite well.
56.3. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
I need to stay in fourth for turn one. Keep on forgetting. A little oversteer right there. Now we're finally starting to get some heat in these tires. Not in the best way, but we are getting heat in. With this being a clockwise circuit, aka you're going in a right direction, we are naturally going to see more heat applied on the left side tires, which you can tell because the blue on the tires is a little lighter than the blue on the left side, and you're starting to see the left side tires become green. So more and more heat in. Left side tires are still pretty cool. Let's try to scrape some heat in right there. I'm wondering if grabbing a setup from the setup market would have tires and a setup that would bring more heat in. So that's one reason I want to check it out. So we're in the 55-second range right now.
That lap was a 55.4. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
A little oversteer right there. Harder on the throttle, get that drive off. There we go. And as I've mentioned in previous live streams featuring this car, you need to keep the momentum up. That's one of the major keys for this car. You can't let it bog down, or else you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So we're at 54.7 right now.
54.7. That's your quickest lap.
And we still have quite a bit on the table, which is pretty nice for the race. So let's jump into the setup market. And for the setup market, you are actually going to be going here. So we see Brands Hatch Indy, and you see different versions. So I'm guessing a lot of these 20-minute sessions are more for sim racing system. So quite a few pages. And we see that this one from Jay Pezza is set for a 20-minute race. So we can look into this. So download that setup. I think that's how. And then let's jump out of the car and see if we have that setup now. Generic. I am not seeing it. Okay, so let's see. KS Brands Hatch 20 minutes. Okay, there it is. There's the setup. Let's test this out and see how this car performs.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
So it looks like the tire pressures start off a little lower in this setup. That's one thing I'm noticing through the tire app. Let's try some real quick. Use that pin. We don't need that tires word on top. We can just use that. So let's see how this goes. I can tell, okay, a slightly looser setup, I think, right off the get-go. So let's see. Let's push this car a bit. Still cold tires, so I think it's going to be a lap or so before we really see what this setup is capable of. Hey Kieran, how's it going? Whoa, a little oversteer right there. So we're up to about 23, 24 PSI in the tires. That is good to see.
That was a 56.5. You're now 1.8. Slower than your best.
Brake into the corner. Get the drive off. So this setup feels pretty close to stock. I think the turn in is a little snappier, which could be better in some situations. Hug that curve, almost not too much. Wow, that is some exciting turn in. So soon, I think our tires are going to be up to temp. Maybe another lap or so.
That last lap was a 55.1. That puts you 0.4 off your best.
Not a bad lap, though, for cold tires. So now we're starting to see heat into left front. Thank you very much. Tackle this curb. This final corner, I think this setup is a lot better for. You're seeing that last portion of the lap, it's green.
5.0. You're currently 0.3 off your best.
Yeah, I freaking love this car. It is a great challenge. So far, we've had some great racing in our sim racing system streams. Or I should say, also MX-5. We've only had one stream because I missed the first week because I was testing out F1 2018. But yeah, so far some good racing. We're going to be in the 54-second range again now. So tires are starting to come in a little better. We might have had a little rear lockup.
54.3. That's your fastest lap today.
But yeah, setup market can give you a good setup. This is a little snappier than my normal driving style, but hey, it's quick. Even when you do hook that curb. Regain composure. There we go. Oh, that was almost too wide. So we have about 25 minutes.
That puts you 0.4 off your best.
It's interesting because it looks like my tire pressures are good all around the board. So I'm not worrying too much about the temps. Because it looks like good at 26 PSI. And we're putting down decent lap times. I think the leaders are going to be putting down like maybe 52s or something.
That's your fastest lap.
Carry more speed into first corner. Looks like it paid off a bit. Throttle. Just flat out there.
Okay.
Slideways. Gonna lose all that ground? No, we're gonna gain a little bit. About a 10th on this lap. Let's see if we can push down into the 53s.
54.1. That's your fastest lap today.
This hill kills you though. Just totally botch that corner. Hard on the throttle. I'm trying, Silver.
Sector 1 is quick. That was 54.0. That's your quickest lap.
Come on. Oh, a little too wide. I think it is admittedly more important that we have heat on the right or on the left sides than the right sides, because there are far more right-hand corners.
Right tires are cold.
Thank you, Silver, for subscribing. Thank you. And a bit of a shameless plug, I added a few new subscriber and donation animations. So if you go to the link at the top of the screen, streamlabs.com SimRacingPaddock, you can check out some of the new animations, or type a text-to-speech message and it'll be read out automatically, similar to what Gamer Muscle has. Don't go too crazy. But I think this should be an exciting race, guys. I think it's going to be fun. We'll see how it goes.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off your best.
Flat out.
That lap was a 54.3. You're now 0.3 off your best.
Come on, I want to get down to the 53s. Don't lose all that ground. Get the drive off. Ooh, that was scary, but we're going to get down to 53.7. Well, 7.65.
That lap was a 53.8. That's your fastest lap.
And the nice thing is this car is relatively easy to catch slides. But yeah, this race is going to have a lot of laps, if you think about it. 53 seconds, and it's going to be a 20-minute race, so there's going to be about 21-ish laps.
10th off your best.
Gonna be fun, I'll say that.
That last lap was a 54.2. That puts you 0.5 slower than your best.
Ooh, that was a fun corner. So it seems like we're going to be consistently within the very, very high 53s, low 54s.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
But I'm excited. This car feels good. I'm hoping that we'll get a decent turnout of adequate drivers, I should say.
Off your best.
And I'm not pushing 110% over the limit. I'm keeping the car fairly reined in because you want to keep going the right direction. But when you do push, you can catch the slide and get a little leeway. And that was when I got my 53.7. Hey Kevin, how's it going? I'm liking this setup though. Pit stop.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Pulling because we can. But yeah, that setup felt like it was pretty comfortable. I don't think there are any other setups that we should take a look at. Roberto, that's only 6 laps, so that is kind of a downside. Except that we were using a Brands Hatch Grand Prix layout. So let's try this Indy one. That would be my concern, because we were doing a Brands Hatch GP setup. So Brands Hatch Indy TSM 6 laps. So let's just take a look. And then, so this will be like a qualifying setup, and then like increase the fuel for race. Worst case scenario, we'll stick with the other layout or other setup, because that other setup was working well for us.
Okay, well, 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
Let's see how this setup performs. We need more heat in these tires to start off, though. This setup just doesn't feel as good in my opinion, I think. Even though the other one's for the GP circuit, I think that's the better one.
Off your best.
Unless when the tires get up to heat, it's like just magically better.
You've just done a 56.2. That puts you 2.5 seconds slower than your best.
Get some heat in. Yeah, this setup just feels downright unusual in comparison. So this kind of shows use discretion when downloading setups from Setup Market. Some can be a lot better, some aren't as good, I think.
2 litres remaining. You've just done a 55.4. You're now 1.6 seconds off your best.
Well, now we're getting heat in the tires, so we'll see how this performs.
Right side tyres are cold.
Car is starting to come in.
2 minutes of fuel remaining. That was a 54.4. You're currently 0.6 slower than your best. Okay, well, very little fuel left. In this lap, box this lap, 1 litre remaining. Sector 1 is 0.5 off your best.
This setup, I think it's just too loose for me. I mean, we're only 7/10 off, but still, it's pretty loose.
That last lap was a 54.5. You're currently 0.7 off your best.
I think we're about to run out of fuel too.
Sector 1 time is good.
Oh, we're actually going to improve on our lap time. Okay. Oh!
That lap was a 54.0.
Oh, man.
That puts you 0.2 slower than your best.
Well, this setup does have potential. I will state that. There is potential in this setup. So I might use this setup for qualifying, other setup for race. I think that would be a smart move. And it is 5:46 p.m. my time. That means 9 minutes until the server opens. Okay, so let's wait and let's see how the turnout is for this week. Should be exciting though. But hey, we did 26 laps and look how consistent we are at least. So when we drop down to here, so 54, 54, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4. So we're pretty consistent at least, which I'm happy to see that. So jump into Sim Racing System. And before we start off, let's take a look at the standings. So standings, remember I missed the first week unfortunately, so I'm likely pretty far down. 31st place in the standings. Yikes. Because I had a pretty tough break there, I think, in Okayama. So 31st place in the championship. Eduardo Sa, he is in first place. It looks like Luis, he won last week, so keep an eye out on him. But yeah, so it looks like only 11 people have raced in both races in the series. And we can take a look at the race results. So we can look at the MX-5 Cup. We competed, I think we were top split. We finished 12th in the race out of 23 cars. So looking at this convoluted graph, we are bright blue. So top bright blue's Eduardo. Yep, he finished second. Luis won last week. I'm the other light blue. So you can see I started in 13th place. Lucky 13. And in the first lap, we fought our way up to 10th. And then the following lap was when I got dumped. I fell back all the way to 22nd last week. I was second to last place there. And had to fight my way up. And you can just see I jump up 2 spots in the third lap. Stagnated 4th. Jump up another in 5th. Then we gained 1, 2, 3 spots on lap 6 and just continued to climb bit by bit by bit by bit until we salvaged 12th place. And I'm just saying salvaged because going all the way down to 22nd place, that is just downright demoralizing, and you basically got to drive the wheels off to fight back up to even top 15. So I'm proud of what happened last week. I mean, tough luck when you get wrecked. Realistically, sometimes things are out of your control. if I remember correctly, I was coming out of one of the hairpins and my corner indicator didn't show, and he came out of nowhere and I got put into the wall. It was a racing deal, unfortunately, but it's life, and we took what we could out of it. We got a half-decent finish, which I'm happy for. We will see if this week I can jump up maybe into the top 20 in the standings. I would love to see that. Like top 12 in the standings, I think that would be reasonable. Especially, seems like we have a good setup. So let's see. 31 drivers registered. We're going to be in the top split again, I can tell. Because of the driver rating. Like Eduardo and Luke, they're in the 800s. They are in a league of their own. Then quite a few in the 600s, 500s. That's where I'm at. My rating is 534. And I think if we are able, where we can look it up, or it might not show here, but user control panel, does that show my rating? No, it does not. Okay. Let's go home. Press enter. Okay, it's not going to show my incident rating, but it's reasonable. I'll call it that, I think. So if we go to road driver rating, I'm ranked number 921 overall. But 921 out of 13,000 drivers, that's not too horrible. Yeah, Dark Eminence, that's what I'm hoping for. So, where did we say we were? I thought we were in the 970s. Or was it 931? Hold on. 921, okay. $921. So our rating's 534, 2.3 incident points per race. So we have tangled fenders a little bit, but I'd say that's reasonable, especially because a majority of the racing series I've been doing recently is GT style. So there is a little beating and banging. We had that incident in the last lap of the race, which I think that put us at 2 incidents in last race. But you see, it's these top drivers, they have low incident point counts. I think that's largely because they're in the front of the field. They don't have to worry about incidents. But look at this guy. 18.6667 incident points. How? How do you get a number that high? And I'm guessing that's maybe 2 or 3 races. But in a unrelated note, we need to talk to Henrique, because that's the old SimRacingPaddock logo. So I'll have to give him the new SRP logo soon and sort that out. So I'm thinking that we've been talking about this before. I'm going to try to talk Henrique into seeing about doing the RSS championship for next season. So the RSS GT1, a lot of you guys have been asking for that, so we can try taking a look at that and seeing if there might be interest in the series. I think that would be a fun championship. It's a challenge, though. Those cars are not easy to drive, so we'll need to keep that in mind. So let's see how many people are signed up now. Two weeks ago, I've encountered a driver with negative rating in SRS of AMS. Everything is possible. I always forget SRS has an automobilista league, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Kevin, I remember that. I remember the first race we did at Spa. I came this close to winning, And then I get punted out of the way by Austin Ogunowski. And fortunately, it looks like he is not in this race this week. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, I get punted out of the way, final corner, final lap. And that is how I lose the race. It's like, those are the ones that hurt. Because he just uses you as the brake. But yeah, so we can try seeing what series can be interested. And it looks like we have 2 newcomers to Sim Racing System. So welcome Jeff Ford and Ariel Spinello. Or Spiniello. Sorry about that. So looks like we have 2 newbies to Sim Racing System. Should be exciting. Hopefully they drive well. But also, I don't think they're going to be in my split. So, yay. 4 minutes. So that means the field is locked. Because I think inside 5 minutes to go, you can't register. So we have 34 drivers registered. So is that going to be 17 and 17? Or is it going to be 24 and 10? I would hope it's 17 and 17, so decent fields, but I don't know. We'll find out. Hold on a second, let's check something real quick. Okay, that is... It looks like nothing to worry about. Thank you, Sebessage. Thank you for subscribing. And as mentioned, we do have new animations for subscribers and donations. So if you want to check those out, either subscribe or go to streamlabs.com/SimRacingPaddock. I do not have any new animations yet for Super Chat, though. That ding means that the server is open. Turn off display capture, leave game capture on, and let the server load. Let's do this thing. We'll make sure to load up a good setup. So for the, setup screen, 6 lap setup, we'll load that. And then we'll do the 20-minute for race, I think. I think that's a good fit. And we'll see if that works out. One of the nice things with Sim Racing System is you have tire warmers. So you have tire blankets on, so your tires start off preheated. So let's see how this goes. Interesting enough, our left side tire pressures are too high. Now they drop from 29 to 28 PSI. Already the tire temps are just dropping like a rock.
Five minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. P8.
You just can't keep heat in those right sides. It's absolutely nuts.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Okay.
The leader has just done a 114.9. Yellow flag, caution. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Oh, the guy behind me goes very wide. I would think that's a corner cut penalty. Maybe not.
0.4 off the pace. The guy ahead has just done a 116.3. The leader's just done a 54.3. Right side. P1, still there. Yellow flag, still there. Clear right. The leader has just done a 53.7. right. Still there.
Oh,
Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. Right side's clear.
okay then.
Clear right.
Thank you very much for that contact.
Sector 1 is 2.2 off the pace.
But it's also Eduardo. Eduardo is bad fast. He
Car
must have
right.
just not realized I'm
Right
there, I
side's clear.
guess.
The leader's just done a 53.5.
Thank you, Arturia. Thank you.
2 litres remaining. The leader has just done a 53.4. P6. You're now 2.3 off the pace. That's the end of the session. E9.
So we're going to be about 3/10 off the leader in this practice session. Never mind, we're going to be a full second off. Sheesh, Eduardo. Wow.
Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
So that's sixth quick. We're about to get ready for qualifying. Okay. Qualifying coming up. So this setup feels good. I'm just gonna add one more leader. Hey, Justin Nader, how's it going?
All clear. Push now. Alright, well, we've got 9 minutes to set a lap.
I'm doing well. Let's see if we can get a good qualifying lap in.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Already a yellow flag? Sheesh. I'm not anticipating getting pole. I would love to qualify top 5. We'll see if that happens though. I'm not sure. This last corner always beats me up.
The leader has just done a 59.3. B6.
A little loose there.
The leader's just done a 52.2. Okay, well, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. That was a 53.5, 6th place. That puts you 1.3 seconds off the pace.
A little skid there.
The guy behind has just done a 53.5. Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Cold tyres all round. The leader has just done a 52.0.
Come on.
Good lap. That's your quickest today. P12. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Car left, clear left. Okay, Will, you've got half your fuel left. Good lap, that's your quickest today. That last lap was a 53.5. Car right, clear right, 13th place. You're now 1.4 off the pace. Yellow flag. Two litres remaining. Your right sides are cold.
$52.9, I'm trying.
Yellow flag, caution, 14th. That's your quickest lap. You've just done a 53.2. You're currently 1.2 off the pace. 2 minutes of fuel remaining. Car right. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. Clear right. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Car right, clear right. We're running on fumes, mate. Hit this lap, in this lap, 1 litre remaining.
53.1.
Currently 1.1 off the leader's pace.
Wow, this is going to be a tough race. I mean, man. Let's do an experiment, though. We're going to load this setup up.
Car approaching, watch your mirrors.
Let's see how this setup compares. The handling in this feels so much better. You can see we're making up time.
The leader has just done a 52.0.
So this might be a better setup. Let's see how
Yellow
this
flag,
goes.
watch out. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
And I get stuck behind this guy. Okay.
P15. Left side. Still there. Clear left. Yellow flag. Caution.
That borked my lap.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. That's 5 minutes of fuel left. That lap was a 53.3. Yellow flag, watch out. The leader has just done a 52.0. Yellow flag.
That put us all the way up to 10th. Wow, 3/10 difference.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
So yeah, this setup's better.
The car ahead has just done a 52.8. Yellow flag, good lap. That's your quickest today. You've just done a 52.5, 6th place. Checkered flags out, P6.
We're gonna get one more lap. Couldn't get on the throttle fast enough.
Two litres left. The leader has just done a 52.0. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Ah, dang it. We try. Hey, at least it's 52.9.
1.0 seconds off the pace. Clear left.
So we'll need to tweak our setup for the race.
That's the end of the session. B6.
Let's just reload 20 minutes.
P6.
Nice lap,
Here we
Kevin.
go.
27.8. That should be fine, I think. Let's do one more liter to be on safe side. Or Kevin, you're 11th. Oof. Oh my gosh, Eduardo has a 479 ping. Yeesh. Oh, that's funny. When I said yeesh, it thought I said crew chief. Chief, how are my tires?
We're not seeing any significant tyre wear.
Obviously.
Green, let's go, let's go.
Take it easy first corner, guys.
On your right. Hold your line.
Let's try to get the drive off.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
There we go.
Okay, Will, decent start. We can build something from here.
Let's got the slipstream from Akira.
Car right. P5. He's still there. Still there. Right side's clear.
Oh, he's going deep. He made contact.
Car left. Still there.
Oh! Wow!
Clear left.
Seriously?
Keep it between the white lines or we'll get a penalty.
Wow! Again?
On your right. Still there. He's still there. The leader's just done a 52.8. He's still there. Clear right.
I mean, that was pretty far right. I gave him like 3/4 of the track. Let's see how far back I am. 14th.
B14. This really isn't good enough. Come on, start concentrating.
I mean, I don't know what I could have really done differently. I could have mowed the grass for him, but... I mean, if there was any way I was at fault, I would apologize, but I'm like 99% sure I'm not at fault.
Cold tires.
That was going to take a miracle to get back to top 10.
That was 53.4. Yellow flag, caution. The leader's just done a 52.6.
Well, 13th is off.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace. P13.
Pretty remarkable how fast I'm closing in right now. So maybe there is a shot for me getting a top 10.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Another yellow flag, okay. Keep an eye out.
Your right sides are cold. The leader has just done a 52.2. Minutes left. There's an incident in clearways.
Okay, pushing. Seeing what we can do.
The leader has just done a 52.1.
Chief, what's the gap to the car ahead?
Repeat, please.
What is the gap to the car ahead?
1.5 seconds.
Wow, 22nd place is already back here. Right now, I'm just driving my butt off to see if I can get any benefit out of this. Mike got a little loose there. Three-car battle for 11th. Oh, whoa, 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 Leo! Leo, no!
Car left, clear left.
There we go. Chief, what is the sorry.
That lap was a 53.0. Speak more clearly, I can't hear you. V13.
What is the gap to the car ahead?
Repeat, please.
What is the gap to the car ahead? Whatever.
Yellow flag, keep your wits
I
about
can
you, mate.
see what the gap is at least.
There's an incident in clearways. Cold tyres all round.
Maybe a challenge to actually make a move.
Yellow flag, caution. That last lap was a 53.5. Sector 1 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
Chief, what is the gap ahead?
0.6.
Okay, thank you for that.
Right side tyres are cold.
Come on.
That last lap was a 53.3, 13th place. Car left, clear left. Well done, Will. Great move. Keep it up. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes. That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. V12.
We're pushing. Ran a little wide there. I hate how it allows you to use that entire runoff. You would think that would be an off track.
Incident in through it. Looks like it's Simos. That's your fastest lap today. Your lap times are improving. This is good. Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
Ooh, I see some smoke.
Incident in clear ways.
Oh my gosh!
Right side.
What
Right
is
side
going
clear.
on?
Car left. Yellow flag. Watch out. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. That was he's still there. E11. Sector 1 is 0.7. Hold your line. Clear left.
What the heck? He must have gone hit with a slowdown or something. But I think Mike hit him. Come on.
You've used half your fuel.
Let's see if we can close in. Oh, a little slideways. Not good. Well, those two cars are battling right now. Behind us.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.1. You've just done a 53.2.
Come on, stay on, stay on. Oh, that was not good.
Yellow flag. The gap behind is now 0.6.
Look out.
There's an incident in clear ways.
That's Kevin. Let's put Kevin
Left
in
side.
11.
Still there. Still there. Clear left. P10. Car right.
He's going for the dive
Clear
bomb.
right. Car right. Clear right. Alright, well, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Take it easy, you've got cold tyres.
Trying to salvage a good finish for you guys. We'll see how this goes.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 2.
Get the drive off right there.
Of fuel remaining.
I'm just trying to stay calm right now.
That lap was a 52.9. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace.
Chief, what's the gap ahead?
2.7 seconds. Your right tyres are cold. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 3.1. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 2.
That's the battle for position right there. Wide. I'll play Project Cars 2 on occasion. It's just, it's not my favorite title.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
I'm not a fan of the driving model or the track cut penalties, things like that.
10th position.
Soon I want to try hosting some multiplayer races in R Factor 2 because I was finally able to resolve my double NAT issue. Big thanks to my roommate Brian for helping me with that. We're closing. Chief, what's the gap ahead?
1.3 seconds.
We're gonna have 2 laps. 2 laps to close in.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. You're 2 tenths off the pace in Sector 2.
That was a little wide. I don't think I have enough oomph to pass him.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Keep our eyes peeled. Yellow's still out. Now we're okay. Oh, the guy behind me, he's pushing hard. He's doing all he can to try to catch me. I don't think he's got it, though. And even with a very damaged, or not very damaged car, but with a damaged car, we are going to take home 9th or 10th. Okay, I'm guessing it's 10th, but all these guys are disconnecting. Whew. Man, what a race! We made some big moves. We really did have to. And it sucks that we got punted like how we did. But, oh man, what a finish. I am happy with that result. So I'm going to go into the replay and we can see what the heck happened during that event. Let's run display capture. So we are, let's see, save the replay. Oh, Kevin, sorry to hear that, man. You guys were battling hard behind me. I was watching that a little bit. But let's take a look and see what happened. Because that was second lap, and oh man. Turn wheel upside down so I can see more of the screen. Yeah, we did a lot of laps, so... Okay, so here we are. We are fighting, and we're making up ground. That was the nice part. So... let's see what happened. Looks like Luke, he makes a move in turn 1. So he's on my inside turn 1. I let him by. Because I know that he has a preferred line there. So I get into the turn, and I think Luke, he lifts off. He lifts off. And, okay, it was not Luke. It wasn't Luke. Let's watch that again. I don't know who that was. Pennzoil. So, Akira. Let's see what happened here. So, I am swinging out to the curb. I'm swinging out. He keeps swinging out. He turns right when he's supposed to turn left. I don't really get it. I mean, could put a little of the blame on me, but I'm deep on the inside or on the outside of him. So I'm setting up for entering. I don't get that trajectory. That trajectory would send him off. So he's all the way on the inside. I'm side by side with him all along. So it's responsibility of the car passing to avoid an incident. I'm giving him the room. I gave him room. He's got the preferred line. So he has a preferred line, and it's his responsibility not to hit me. I'm taking a reasonable racing line, and you can argue I came down a little bit. You can argue that. But at the same time, he came over 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. He came across the entire track. I gave him over half the track, and I don't know if he just didn't realize I was there or what. But yeah, that was a tricky situation. Let's see if we can jump onto his onboard and see if there's any sign of him losing control or something. So, Akira. So we'll jump into his cockpit. So he's swinging out, swinging out, swinging out. I think he just didn't realize I was there. I just don't think he realized I was there. I mean, there are the indicators. I don't know if he has them on or off. I have them on, so you see them. But, yeah, I have no clue what happened there. Looking at the replay. But yeah, that was battling for like 5th place. But yeah, that just sends me out. But boom, just sends me flying into the wall. And I think at that point I was battling for 5th. Maybe 6th, and that sends me back all the way down to like maybe 15th or something like that. Let me see if I can see position. Okay, it doesn't show position in replay. I wish it did, but yeah, that was a tough hit, especially for that battle. So, yeah, that also, exposes that issue with the collision detection. There's that collision detection issue with Assetto Corsa where things will just jump off. So if we look here, I am purple this time around. So started 6th, got up to 5th on lap 2, dropped down all the way to 14th. 14th, and just slowly climb my way up. Looks a lot like Okayama. I mean, if you watch the results for Okayama, it's almost identical. But yeah, so Akira was, I think the other purple. So this purple, he still stayed up. So yeah, he has the skill. It was just a racing deal, I guess. He didn't realize I was there, but hey, I'm proud that we got a top 10 out of this race. I mean, we fought hard for that, but wish I could have gotten you with that top 5. I think we had the car to in the beginning, but unfortunately, stuff happens. But guys, thanks for watching this race. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun taking this car to Brands Hatch. And next week, let's see where we are going next week real quick. So if we go into race, it should show us the schedule. So next week, we are going to Paul Ricard. Next week is Paul Ricard. Very, very confusing track. So I recommend if you are going to be taking part in the event, study Paul Ricard. Drive the track. It's a very confusing track, so make sure that you at least know the layout, or else we're going to have a lot of weird shenanigans. But yeah, so guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned later this week. I'm thinking Friday, I'm going to live stream F1 2018. Yep, I have F1 2018, and I'm going to live stream it when the embargo lifts on Friday. No embargo smashing for me. So stay tuned for that on Friday. And for the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a good one.